All right, hello, everyone. What's going on? Welcome to yet again another live commentary stream here tonight. We are here live streaming the Minnesota Wild and the Detroit Red Wings. Just currently trying to pull it up here really quick. All right, I got the commentary here. Just give me a moment to get everything set up. I need to obviously change the score and stuff because that's not what it is. Lucas Raymond scored in this opening period to make it a 1-0 lead here for Detroit early on. We missed it because of Carolina and Chicago going into the shootout. Just updating all this. All right. So that's all done. Shots in this game. It's 1-0 Detroit. Shots are 6-4 in favor of the Red Wings as they have the 1-0 lead here in this first period. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Sorry, I'm just trying to quickly update everything here as we get ready for yet again another commentary. Here we go. Into the zone now. Raymond battling for it. Played back down low then for Larkin. Larkin back to Casper down low in the corner. Now it's Brock Faber trying to bank that one up to center. Can't get that one there. Still jabbing at that puck then in the corner. Wild pick it up. What's up, Colin? Welcome to the stream. Glad to see everybody transitioning over here. Larkin to the point, fires it on Gustafson, who makes the save. Off the boards now, Eriksson Ek. Into the zone now, Johansson shoots it, tipped in the air, and out of play. Starting goaltenders here on both sides. On one side, you have Cam Talbot for Detroit. On the other end, Philip Gustafson, who is making Watch with Nordic history tonight, playing in his 10th commentary stream. He becomes the 6th goaltender to reach that milestone. So congratulations to Philip Gustafson for reaching that feat. There is not many teams that have. Face off here now, won by the Wild. They will dump it down low here into the Red Wings zone. Zuccarello. Back then for Hartman. Pass in front. Kaprizov nearly tucked that puck through. Could not get it there all the way. Now here behind the net. Cleared all the way back out to center. Casper battling for it. Dumps it down low. Gustafson. To the right side then. Played back to center. Wild get it back to Kirill Kaprizov. Kaprizov into the zone. Trying to drop it over then for Emmett Finney, who will break that one then through the zone. Finney backhands it down low then into the Wild zone. Middleton steals it back for Minnesota. Cleared to center. Zuccarello back for Kaprizov, who battled for it. Taken back then by the Red Wings. Appleton here at the center ice zone. Now Soderblom will dump it into the zone. Taken back then by David Juracek. Juracek banks it back off the boards and dumps it into the Red Wings zone. Down the wall, firing it on net. Sturm nearly got the rebound, but it did not go all the way. Here's Quinn Hughes. Off the boards now for Nico Sturm, who dumps it down low. It's picked up then by Soderblom. Red Wings trying to clear that one away as it slides all the way back into the Wild zone for a icing against the Red Wings. Lucas Raymond assisted by Moritz Seider and Dylan Larkin. In the time that we missed, 10:45 left to go in the first period, so we're nearly halfway through. Again, I want to apologize to everybody who was looking forward to this stream, but the Blackhawks Hurricanes game went to extra time, so I was unable to start this one off early, but I'm really looking forward to this one. Pass in front, Sturm a shot! I don't know how that stayed out. Oh my gosh. Appleton battling for it in the corner, then it's banked up to the point. Now another chance is shot wide by Hughes. Now Faber Banks it off the boards, down low. Soderblom will clear to center. Quinn Hughes picks it up. Hughes, wraparound pass to Urhoff. Urhoff clears it into the Red Wings zone. Now JBD picks it up for the Detroit Red Wings. Now Kopp, played back for Mo Seider. Seider try to throw a cross-ice pass to DeBrincat. It's taken back then by the Wild. It's actually an icing against Detroit, so it doesn't even matter. Is TJ Oshie on the color commentary? Sounds like TJ Oshie. Face off here now, won by the Red Wings. Cleared back to center. Kopp. Picked up then by Patrick Kane, who stands second place in all-time U.S. scoring. He has 2 points back of that feat. Bernard Docker through the zone. Taken back then by the Wild. Seider brings it back now and regroups. Back to Alex DeBrincat, who attempts to move it through center. He'll dump it in to the Minnesota zone. Now Andrew Kopp will battle for it down low with Middleton. Taken back then by the Wild. Breaking it through center now is Marcus Foligno, who dumps it into the Red Wings zone. Don't need to stream. I mean, we all know the Wild will win, so I guess so. Here's Hughes' shot. Save there by Cam Talbot. Shots are 7-5 here in this opening period. Detroit with a 1-0 lead here on the Wild in the opening period. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. I'm just now getting into the commentary, so thank you all for joining me. I'm going to go use the bathroom very quickly, so I will be right back, and we will get into the full commentary here of this game and start analyzing it a little bit more. All right, I have returned. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to use the bathroom really quick. Here to commentate this game, eh? So Lucas Raymond from Moritz Seider and Dylan Larkin making a 1-0 lead here for Detroit. Potentially a Stanley Cup final match. Hey, you never know. There you go. You get your watch of Nordic 6-7. Face-off coming here in the Red Wings zone. Johansson taking the draw against Larkin. Face-off won by the Wild. Middleton shoots it on net. It goes wide of Cam Talbot. Racing for it now is JBD. Kept in the zone, no, by the Wild. Johansson to the point. Eric's neck a shot. Blocked by Talbot. Played down low now behind the net. Johansson trying to get that puck back down low to the point to Middleton, who slides it around down low. Now Vladimir Tarasenko battling for that puck as Larkin will clear to center. Through the zone now, Marco Kasper. Breaks it into the zone. Drop back then for Raymond. Raymond. Down low then for Larkin. Larkin behind the net. Circles back around. Larkin down low. Trying to throw that one up to center. Puck goes off the boards back to the right side. Cleared to center. And Larkin will regroup. Shots are dead even here. 7 apiece with 8:20 left to go in the first period. Here's Jacob Middleton behind the net. Down low now, handling the puck is Brock Faber. Played forward then to Kaprizov. Kaprizov racing for it now into the zone, battling for it with ASP. Played back to center, kept in the zone. Quinn Hughes breaks in, pass in front. Nobody's there. Hughes throws it up to the point. Taken back then, Hughes looks. See that puck movement there from that defenseman. He's insane. The way he can move that puck at such that speed, wow. Puck will slide back to center. Quinn Hughes will regroup now in his own end. Played forward then for Zuccarello. Zuccarello pass up to Kaprizov. Kaprizov circles around to the point. Hughes comes in, shoots it, saved by Talbot. What a stop. And Cam Talbot has had to step up to the plate here tonight. And damn, has he looked good. Wild are starting to pursue here on Detroit and get the real opportunities. You're seeing it here clearly. Am I a goalie? No. I am a skater. I can never play goalie. 7.5 minutes to go in the first period. Lucas Raymond with the leading goal here tonight. It's 1-0 Red Wings. Face-off won by Detroit. Johansson clears it around behind the net. Back then for Soderblom. He'll dump that one then into the Minnesota zone. Hunt down low in the corner. Cleared around now behind the net. Taken back then by Detroit. Soderblom drops it back down low. Johansson trying to break that one free. Stolen back then by Minnesota. Cleared to center. Now Johansson gets it back. Over then for the likes of Travis Hamonic, who dumps it down low into the zone. Juracek tried playing it back to center. Picked up down low then by Hunt. Through the zone now, Juracek. Shots are 8-7 here in favor of Minnesota. But the Red Wings have a 1-0 lead. Off the boards, cleared back down low into the Detroit zone. Bernard Docker. Played forward then, Kopp. Tried to throw a centering pass there. It's intercepted by Minnesota. Damon Hunt. Back for Middleton. Taken back then by the Wild. Detroit gets it back here in their own zone. JBD will dump that one then into the Minnesota zone. Now Gustafsson out of his own net to play it. It's blown dead. And I'm not sure what it's being blown dead for. I think a face-off at center. They were waving it dead for an icing, but Gustafsson went to play the puck. So I think the face-off will come to center ice in light of that. Red Wings with the puck here now. We'll break it out through center. Casper. Back to Lucas Raymond. Raymond to Larkin, then down low. Casper to the point to ASP. Shoots it, gloved by Gustafsson. All right, shots are 8 apiece. And we will head to commercial break once again. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the commentary as well. It helps out bringing more people in here. I would appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Give my voice a chance here to rest a little bit. Less than 6 minutes to go here in the first period. Red Wings have the 1-0 lead. Oh, it's TJ Oshie on the on-ice level. Nice. Wings got this. We'll see. Wild are a good team. I mean, so are the Red Wings, though, so we shall see. Face-off coming here now in the Minnesota zone, won by Detroit. Sherratt moves to center, shoots it, gloved by Gustafsson through the traffic. You take a look at Philip Gustafsson. This is his 10th career Watch with Nordic commentary. Again, he becomes the 6th player in live commentary history to reach that mark. Pass in front then for Raymond is blocked. Stolen back then by Tarasenko. Kept in the zone, though, by Detroit. Raymond sends it back down low to Larkin. Battling forward is Spurgeon. Kasper gets it back in the corner. He'll battle for that puck. Larkin trying to break the free down low. Off the boards, Raymond. Thrown up to the point to Axel Sandin Pellikka. Now Sherratt shot. Tipped as it goes down low. Raymond battling forward with Eriksson Ek. Taken back then by Minnesota. Cleared all the way into the Detroit zone. Breaking it now the other way is Emmett Finney. He gets knocked off the puck. Wild get it back. Kaprizov. Down low then for Faber, who sends it around now behind the net. Played back to center for Zuccarello, who can't get that one away. Less than 5 minutes to go in the first period. Matt Zuccarello off the boards to Kaprizov. Back to Ryan Hartman. Kaprizov takes it into the zone now behind the net. Hartman backhands it up to the point. Hughes sends it down low. Kaprizov in the corner then, battling forward alongside Bernard Docker. Pick back up then, Kaprizov will send a centering pass to Faber. Puck will slide all the way down the other way. Quinn Hughes gets it back then for the Wild. Back to Zuccarello. Zuccarello dekes in. Takes it around behind the net. Trying to feed a pass to center. Now Kaprizov throws it up to the point. Poke checked away by Elmer Soderblom. Wild get it back. Faber. Played back down low then by Zuccarello. Over to Quinn Hughes, who regroups now in his own end. As time winds down here in the opening period. Marcus Foligno. Back to Danila Yurov. Yurov comes into the zone. Circling around now with that puck. Shoots it on net. It's swiftly blocked. And we got a penalty here coming up. I think it's against Detroit. If I saw that correctly. Yes. Travis Hamonic will head to the box for a hooking call. So Hamonic gets in here tonight for Detroit, takes a penalty, and the Minnesota Wild will get a chance to convert here on the power play. We saw Lucas Raymond score his power play goal on the Marcus Foligno penalty. We will see if the Wild can tie the game. It'll be Kaprizov, Zuccarello, Hartman, Tarasenko, and Hughes on the ice for this first power play unit. Face off here in the Detroit zone. One back, down low. Johansson battling forward now with Kaprizov. Puck is cleared off the boards and all the way down the other way. Minnesota power play, 8th in the NHL. Zuccarello drops it back to Quinn Hughes. Hughes to Kaprizov. Wild's power play is 5 for their last 8. Hartman battling forward on the right side, taken back down low then by Rasmussen. And puck goes off the glass and out of play. My nose is so congested, it's making me annoyed. Three minutes left in the first. Face off. One back then by the Red Wings. Sider will bank it off the boards. Kept in then by the Wild. Kaprizov nearly had a one-timer. Could not convert. Down low. Kaprizov. Back to Hartman. At the point, Hughes. To Zuccarello. Over. Kaprizov! He scores! That puck slips through Cam Talbot. And Kirill Kaprizov is 26th of the season. And the Wild scored their 6th power play of their last 9. And they have tied the game. Power play goal for Kirill Kaprizov. So Kirill Kaprizov is 26th goal of the season, assisted by Matt Zuccarello and Quinn Hughes. And Minnesota ties the game here tonight. Shots are 9 apiece here in this first period. We knew this would be a great game tonight. And it's already started off here as one. On the right side now, Jared Spurgeon brings it through the zone. Tried to send a pass to Urov. Puck will come back out to center. Dumped into the zone then by Comfer. The real bread man. I love that. Foligno picks up the puck now for the Wild in the final 2 minutes of this first period. Albert Johansson now down low. Will bank it all the way out to center. And they will blow a play dead here for offsides, I think, maybe. Not sure what they're calling here. A hand pass? I guess we'll see. But regardless of that, Kirill Kaprizov ties the game at 1. What's up, Tim? Good evening. Glad for you to be here. Welcome. Puck slides back into the Detroit zone. Now it's Jacob Bernard-Docker. Back over them for Sherratt. Sherratt to center. Red Wings will be forced to play it back here in their own zone. A minute 40. Patrick Kane picks it up then, drops it back for Bernard-Docker, who dumps it into the Minnesota zone. Quinn Hughes battling forward with Patrick Kane. Red Wings coming off of a back-to-back. They played Toronto last night. Shot from the point, saved by Gustafsson. It was a 2-1 win last night for the Red Wings. Dylan Larkin scored the overtime winner. Here's Hughes. Back for Kaprizov. Kaprizov drops it back to Zuccarello. What's up, I wouldn't know. Here come the Wings into the zone. Larkin back to Raymond. A backhand pass. Could not complete the play. At the point, Raymond, a shot denied by Gustafsson once again. As we are in the final minute of play in the first period. Whistle here for icing. So Philip Gustafsson becomes the 6th goaltender in Watch with Nordic history to play at least 10 games in commentary history. The other 5 goalies, Sergei Bobrovsky, Stuart Skinner, Connor Hellebuck, Jake Ottinger, and Jordan Binnington, become those goalies to reach that milestone. 50 seconds to go here in the opening frame. Johansson at the point. Will backhand that one down low now to Kasper. Back for Raymond here in the corner, who's tied up then. Now Zuccarello will attempt to play to center. Here's Kaprizov. Racing for it the other way. Stolen back by Kasper. Larkin takes it in. Larkin shoots it. Blocked. Rebounds there. Raymond nearly had a backdoor chance. Could not convert. Here come the Wild the other way. Kaprizov into the zone. Drops it back then for Tarasenko. A shot. Save there by Talbot. Rebound. Goes wide. Puck comes out to center. 10 seconds left. Bank back into the Detroit zone. Hamannik will fire that one around with 5 seconds left. Wild get it back. Johansson pass in front. Saved by Talbot. Rebounds there. And the buzzer blows. End of 20 minutes of play here in Minnesota. Shots were 10-10. Dead even. What a sequence of events. And it's a 1-1 hockey game here in Minnesota. Lucas Raymond and Kirill Kaprizov are the two scores. And that being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We will be back for the start of the second period momentarily. I am so congested. Oh, my God. Don't know if you guys can hear that. I'm going to go grab some tissues. I will be right back. Give me a second. I could not locate any tissues, so paper towels will have to do. All right, I have so much work to do in this first intermission. And of course, nothing's coming out. My freaking nose sounds like a jet engine. Dude, like what? How is there like nothing coming out? Whatever. All right. I got a lot of work to do. Any questions you guys have, comment them down below. Feel free to ask anything. And we'll get ready for the start of the second here in a little bit. Colds. It's not even a cold. I've had this nose for forever. Well, I've had this runny nose for forever, and it's really, really frustrating. It's been happening a lot, especially over this last month, where like I get super duper congested. This is why we love hockey. Oliver Moore, 0 for 1 in his shootout career. Moore deep down the left side, dekes in to center. He scores! This is why we love hockey. Shootout career. Moore deep down the left side, dekes in to center. This is why we love. This is why we love for 1 in his shootout career. Moore deep down the left side, dekes in to center. He scores! All right. Happy birthday, Oliver. It's a miracle Vancouver won last night. I know, dude. I know, right? I was watching that. Crazy. Good for Vancouver, though. Against a team like Washington, great that they held on. It was a well-played game for sure. Oh my gosh. Yeah, still can't believe Canucks won that game, but all right, just uploading a couple things here, guys, making a couple clips. So just give me a moment. I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight to the commentary. It means a lot to me. Thank you. All right. So tomorrow, new video. We are going to be talking about NHL affiliated prospects around the world. So we're going to be covering like Europe. We're going to be covering the AHL. We'll be covering the CHL, NCAA. We got plenty of different guys we're going to cover here tomorrow. I already have my video planned for the Olympic break. Good draft coming up, so you might as well sync. Yeah, might as well. I got my video planned for the Olympic break as well. Obviously, we'll be doing the streams in the morning. That'll be very interesting. Probably a couple 6-10 streams, and then I'll be having to get up at like 5 a.m. to do a live commentary. That'll be interesting. Maybe we'll have some breakfast on the live commentaries. I think that would be a fun little bit that we could do. I'll have my mother make me like different breakfasts, and we'll eat them here on stream. So stay tuned for that coming up in February. It'll be really difficult though with school. So we may only be streaming like a few days on like weekend mornings and Tuesdays and Thursdays. If I didn't have a 9 a.m. class, it wouldn't be an issue. But it is an issue because, of course, you know. But we'll see. I haven't looked at the schedule yet. I'm kind of... I still have like 12 commentaries to do before we even have to worry about that, so I'm not really that scared. That'd be fun. Yeah, I think it would be interesting. Freeze-off is 26th of the season, and the Wild scored their 6th power play of their last 9, and they have tied the game. Oh my gosh. Hartman. That's the point used. Zuccarello over. Kaprizov. He scores! That puck slipped through Cam Talbot. And Kirill Kaprizov is 26th of the season. All right. Last commentary clip. Hoping to catch a few games while you're on your Miami trips, plus 7 days on a cruise ship. So I'm sure there'll be a bar somewhere with the games on. Great. Awesome. So I'm assuming I won't. I mean, the games are in the morning, though, Tim. So you're going to have to get up early in the morning. I mean, I'm sure you're on a cruise. You probably won't sleep that much anyway. You will be in my time zone, though. So that'll be cool. Oh, Emily Kaplan. All right. All right, commentary's uploaded. Now what I got to do is do the updates from the third of Blackhawks Canes. My nose is so congested. All right, I'm going to ask the same question that I asked in the previous stream. Would you rather, let's say you're a goalie, would you rather get a goalie goal or get in a goalie fight? Guaranteed you get to beat the guy's ass that you're beating, whatever goalie you're playing. It's either a goalie goal or a goalie fight. Which one are you picking as a goalie? Head will hurt. Tyler Bertuzzi. All right, almost ready for the start of the second, guys. Stick around. All right, 2, 2, and 4. Taylor Hall up next. Guys, what's 10 divided by 4? I don't know ball, so I have to look it up. 2.5, right? Yes. What's up, man? How's it going? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. $18 divided by 7. 2.57. All right, still in intermission. Never mind, no, we're not. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second period here between the Minnesota Wild and the Detroit Red Wings. First period recap, goals were scored by Lucas Raymond and Kirill Kaprizov as we are tied here at 1 apiece heading into period number 3. I thought for some reason that we were still in intermission. We most certainly are not. So I apologize for that. But regardless, we are ready to go here for the start of the second period. Let's get this going, guys. Live here from Grand Casino Arena. We are tied at 1. The first period, from what I saw, was really entertaining. And I'm hoping that this second period is the same. What's up, Vince? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? All right. Period number 2. And we are underway. Face-off won here by Minnesota. Faber now on the right side to Kaprizov. Kaprizov dumps it here into the Detroit zone, right in on Talbot, who makes the save. I want Minnesota to win. It is Philip Gustafsson's 10th career Watch with Nordic commentary stream. I think he deserves a win. So I'm pulling for Minnesota. Face-off here in the Detroit zone. One back then by the Wild. Faber dumps it down low then for Kaprizov. Kirill Kaprizov to the point. Faber, a shot blocked. And the Red Wings clear. Racing forward with speed now is DeBrincat. Shoots it. Saved by Gustafsson. And gives up the rebound down low then for Kaprizov, who will clear all the way back into the Detroit zone. Now Hartman fires it just wide of Talbot. Here's the break into the zone. The Kane. Kane fires it into the chest of Philip Gustafsson. Hope all is well You'll join me in rooting for the Wild? Nice. Hope all is well with you too, Vince. All right, shots are 13-12. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Most points by a U.S.-born player. Patrick Kane is 3 points back of breaking Mike Modano's record. Here's Sherrod. Fires it on net. Saved by Gustafson. Wild pick it up here now. They'll break it out through center. Johansson to Tarasenko. Shot on net is blocked. Picked back up then by Detroit. Trying to break that one through center. Spurgeon to Jacob Middleton. Middleton off the boards. Wild dump it in then on Talbot, who makes the save. Steven Stamkos, another hat trick. Face off here in the Red Wings zone, won by Detroit. Off the boards now, cleared all the way out to center. Gustafson. Down low now for Quinn Hughes. Shots are dead even here, 13 apiece. This is a very even game tonight. Tarasenko. Through center now, Hughes. Back to Tarasenko. Hughes. Warps it around. Waits. Shoots it. Glove by Talbot. And we have a penalty coming up here against the Red Wings, it appears. As JT Comfer was hooking. What's up, Nicholas? Welcome to the stream. And we're going to get a Wild power play here to open up this second period. Oh, I got on the snot out of my nose. Good news, I'm no longer congested. All right, Wild power play coming up here now. Face-off is cleared all the way down into the Minnesota zone. It's a high sticking call against JT Comfer. Wild 1 for 1 in their power play, 6 for their last 9. Quinn Hughes drops it back to Kaprizov. Kaprizov dekes into the zone. Circles back around now. Feeds it up to the point. Hughes. Waits. Back to Kaprizov. Kaprizov to Tarasenko. Back to Kaprizov. A shot goes wide. And back up to the point now. Hughes. Back to Kaprizov. What's up, JJ? How we doing? Kaprizov to Tarasenko. Tarasenko to Kaprizov. Kaprizov at the goal line. Tarasenko a shot. Save there as he's playing his former team. Kaprizov now down low in the corner, stolen back then by Detroit. They will dump it all the way down the other way. Thank you. All I have is just a runny nose. That's pretty much all it is. But thank you. Down low, Eriksson Ek then back for Kaprizov. Halfway through the Minnesota power play. Hoping to catch a game. Well, you got one, bro. How's your morning going? What time is it there? It's got to be like 4 a.m., no? I remember you, Nicholas. Yes, from the Flyers Sabre stream. Here's Hughes at the point. 30 seconds to go. You're off. Down low then, Kaprizov. Kaprizov waits now below the goal line. Pass down low then to Spurgeon. Spurgeon to Kaprizov. Back to Spurgeon. To Kaprizov. Pass in front. Saved by Talbot on Eriksson Ek, who robs him clean. Oh, 6 a.m.? Okay. Not too bad. Well, good thing you got up. You can get some coffee, maybe some breakfast. Do you guys have anything, like, I know, do you guys have any, like, specific breakfast foods that you guys have that are, like, unique to you guys? I'm always so curious because, like, I don't live in Finland. I live in the boring old states. Speaking of breakfast, on MLK, on Monday this past week, I had chocolate pancakes. Chef's kiss. They were awesome. Down low in the corner now, Spurgeon back to Eriksson Ek. Clears up to the point then for Hartman. bread, cheese, and ham. That sounds awesome. I could go for some of that right now. Yeah, kind of typical, but it's fine. You're off. To the point then to Faber, a shot. Saved by Talbot. That'll do it for the Minnesota power play. Johansson at the point. Throws it down low then for Eriksson Ek. Eriksson Ek fires it. Off the post. It landed in front of Talbot. Nice. Port Huron. Cool. Here's Larkin now down the right side. Circles back around now. At the point. Sider. Drops it down low behind the net. JBD over for Casper. Casper down below the goal line. Casper. Circles back around. Waits. Raymond in front, a shot. And that one is blocked. You should have went. This is a good game. Here's Moritz Sider now down the right side. Takes it into the zone. Shoots it on Gustafsson. He will make the save. Shots are 16-14 here in this second period. Where do I think Panarin ends up? I have a feeling he will go to Detroit. I have a feeling Detroit is where he will go. Kind of a hot take, kind of not, but face off here in the Minnesota zone. Red Wings pick it up now behind the net. DeBrincat trying to throw a pass to center. Puck stays in the zone. Sherrata shot. Down low now behind the net. Kopp handles the puck. Shot is denied there by Gustafsson. Puck will come all the way back into the Red Wings zone. Not enough for a icing. Red Wings taken now through center. Alex DeBrincat takes it through the zone. Clears it around now behind the net. Picked back up then by Minnesota. Quinn Hughes. Pass forward then for Hinostroza, who battles for it with Sider. Looks like Nico Sturm is going to go to the locker room here as he is not looking great. Icing here against Detroit. As I think Nico Sturm took a puck or a stick. As his knee, ooh. He got tangled up and he bent his knee like sideways. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Hopefully Nico Sturm is okay. He was limping to the locker room. He is not on the bench. Here's Kopp now through center. Pass forward then to DeBrincat. DeBrincat into the zone. Circles back around to the point. Bernard Docker, a shot. Saved by Gustafsson. And he makes the stop there on that opportunity. Reunite with Kane? Yeah. With Quinn, the Wild came out of nowhere. That'll be a cool team if it's nobody thought. Yeah, I thought about the Wild too. That's possible as well. That's a good one too. It's just a matter of we'll see with that. 14 and a half minutes to go in the second period. Tie game here in Minnesota. Face-off won by the Red Wings at the point now. JBD back over then for Appleton, who shoots it above the net. Down low now, Rasmussen battling for it with Hunt. He'll win the battle. At the point now, cleared around behind the net. Soderblom fighting forward with Juracek. Hartman, turnover in front. And Gustafsson denies that before it went pretty bad. Shots are dead even here in the second period. This has been a really well-played game so far. This has been great. I love this. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. We do these commentary streams every single week for all 32 teams. We're back tomorrow for Golden Knights and Maple Leafs, followed by Rangers and Sharks. Shot from the point, saved by Gustafsson. Rebounds there in front. Appleton feeds it up to the point. Red Wings have it. JBD. Sider. Deeks around now, down low behind the net. Sider. Waits. Poke checked away then by Foligno. Now Hunt picks it up, stolen back to by Soderblom. Soderblom to center. Intercepted then. Red Wings get it back. Rasmussen. Down low. Pass in front. What a block by Damon Hunt. Wings get it back. Soderblom. Regroups back around. Up to the point. Over. A shot. They fan on that puck. JBD here at the point. Clears it around now behind the net. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Sharks tomorrow. They're fun to watch. What's up, Lee? How we doing? Everybody's in here tonight. What's up, Lee? Welcome to the stream. Seems like everybody's coming into the chat tonight. We got Tim here. We got JJ. We got Vince. Holy crap. We got the whole crew in here. Comfort dumps it into the Minnesota zone. 13 minutes to go in the second. Finney now down low. Red Wings get it back. Comfort feeds it up to the point. Rasmussen clears it down low for Finney. Finney fighting now with Juracek. Down low now behind the net. Comfort. Wraparound chance. And it's blocked. Finney here shoots it down low. It's taken back then by the Wild. Juracek battling for it with Comfort in the corner. Van Riemsdyk to Comfort. At the point now, Johansson waits, fires it. Saved by Gustafsson once again. Johansson at the point here now, looking for options. Sherrata drive, blocked again now into the corner. Now Finney gets it back. Finney to ASP. Red Wings have been pressuring her for a while. ASP shoots it wide. And kept in the zone then by Detroit. And Wild finally clear it. Wild can't even get off the ice here. Puck slides back into their own zone. Racing forward with speed then is Casper. It's blown dead for an icing against Detroit. So the Wild can get some fresh bodies out there. Usually only listen to the Sharks on here, but I had to come show some love to my boy Nordic. Hey, thank you. Well, yeah, we'll be live for them tomorrow. We'll be streaming the Sharks tomorrow, so don't worry. Sharks and Rangers, that'll be a great game. Cleared back down low here into the corner. ASP battling forward here on the right side. I didn't commentate them because, did they play yesterday? Cleared all the way out to center now. It's Jacob Middleton. Regrouping with the puck. It goes off the boards then for Eriksson Ek. Played back for Johansson. Battling forward here on the right side with DeBrincat. Yeah, I know. Oliver Moore had a great game. That was a lot of fun to watch. Shots are 20-17 here in favor of the Red Wings as we approach the halfway mark. Oh, they did? That sucks. Oh, yeah, that's right. Here's DeBrincat. A shot goes wide. I think I was at work. That was on Tuesday, right? That was Tuesday, right? Yeah, that was Tuesday. I was at work. I did watch the game, though. Jacob Bernard Docker brings it through center for the Red Wings. We'll dump that one into the Minnesota zone. Hughes down low now for Brock Faber. Faber off the boards, cleared all the way back down into the Detroit zone for yet another icing against Minnesota. When is Sherwood going to play? I hope tomorrow. I really hope tomorrow. I think Anderson's going to play tomorrow too, and Sherwood. That'd be great. Get the two guys who were traded a few days ago on streams. I would love that. I hope tomorrow. I haven't really heard anything. Here's Kaprizov now. Pass back into the Detroit zone. I figure now that they're home, now that they're in San Jose, he probably plays. Faber battling for it now on the right side with Soderblom. Picked back up down low now off the boards. Hamonic will clear back into the Minnesota zone. Yeah, Anderson. We're streaming Vegas tomorrow. Puck slides into the Red Wings zone. Another icing against the Wild. We are about to cross over the halfway mark of the game and the halfway mark of the second period. Things are getting physical here in Minnesota. Face off here in the Minnesota zone. It's won by the Wild. Quinn Hughes now trying to take that one around behind the net. Zuccarello battling for it. What, the one just now? A little bit on the edge, I would say. Larkin banks it off the boards up to the point. Sider clears it around now down low. Larkin looking for options. Dylan Larkin tries to dump that one down low. Back then for Casper, who gets tied up and could not get the shot on it. At the point now, Larkin shoots it, and it goes down low now behind the net. Faber battling for it now with Casper in the corner. Yep, see you tomorrow, Lee. Have a good night, man. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. And we got a penalty here coming up against Minnesota or Detroit, I believe. As the ref will come to the center and Jacob Bernard Docker will go to the box. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get a Minnesota Wild power play here yet again in this second period. Wild 1 for 2. Their only goal came on a power play goal from Kirill Kaprizov. And now we see if they can take the lead here in the middle frame. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. We do these commentary streams every single week for all 32 teams. I appreciate all of your support. It means a lot. All right. Still in commercial break. Wild power play coming up. Shots are 21-17 in favor of the Red Wings. It's been a really good game here so far. Talking about Mickey Redmond. Get well, Mickey Redmond, one of my favorite color commentary guys. All right, power play coming up here for the Wild as they look to take the lead here. Live from Grand Casino Arena, looks like a sellout crowd or something along those lines. Great for them. Obviously, the World Junior Championships didn't go the way we thought they would in terms of attendance. Kaprizov back to Zuccarello. Kaprizov a shot. Saved there by Talbot. Trying to bank that one off the boards. Then Hartman clears it down low to Kaprizov. Hartman to the point. Then Tarasenko a shot. Blocked. Hughes gets it back now down low. Quinn Hughes pass in front. Hartman shot it just off of the pad of Talbot and wide. And it's cleared by Detroit. Tarasenko off the boards then for Hartman. Hartman down low behind the net. Cleared around then for Zuccarello, who sends it up to the point then for Hughes. Quinn Hughes to Kaprizov. Back to Tarasenko. Tarasenko to Hughes. Back to Tarasenko. Hughes at the point. Zuccarello waits. Fires it. Blocked. Down low now in the corner. Kaprizov for Tarasenko. Back to Hughes. Hughes to Zuccarello. Pass over for Tarasenko. Can't complete the play. Up to the point then Hughes. Deking around now down low. Puck slides up to the point. Zuccarello a shot. Tip back down low. Now Kaprizov battling for it on the right side. Kopp will try and clear. He gets out successfully. 35 seconds to go. Zuccarello to Yurov. Yurov to Zuccarello. To Hughes. Hughes. To the point then, Kaprizov. To Zuccarello. To Kaprizov. Kaprizov in the right circle. Down low, shot. Goes off at Talbot, I believe, and down to the right side. Wild, keep it in. Hughes to Kaprizov. Shoots it. Save, rebounds there. Denied by Talbot. Are you kidding me? What a stop. Down low in the corner, Kaprizov to the point to Hughes. Hughes waits. Kaprizov shoots it. Saved by Talbot as the power play concludes. Cam Talbot, are you serious? Oh, I paused the wrong thing. Oops. Cam Talbot, are you kidding me? 5 shots on that sequence for Minnesota, and Cam Talbot keeps them all out. Holy crap. You have got to be kidding me. Without his stick as well. Good Lord. All right. Commercial break once again. Thank you all for tuning in. My nose is once again congested. Give me a second. Okay, maybe not. Okay, buddy. You feel like and sound like you are. Don't test me, nose. Ugh. Sorry about that, guys. Who do I have in this one? I would like the Wild to win. Shots are dead even here at 21 apiece. Both goalies have played absolutely phenomenal. It's been a phenomenal game from all marks. Incredible. Face-off coming here now in the Detroit zone. 7:18 to go in the second. Face-off won by the Wild. Faber a shot off the glove of Talbot. Did I catch the Vegas game? No, I was live streaming Blackhawks Carolina. It was crazy. I know that Boston was up 4-0. Vegas nearly came back. That would have been nuts. Here's Foligno now back to Urov, who dumps it into the Detroit zone. Who started in that game? Was it Hill or Schmid? Sandin Pellikka. Battling for it now down low. Taken back then by the Wild. Shot from the point. Denied by Talbot. Foligno. Down low here in the corner. Marcus Foligno trying to get that puck free then on the right side. Kasper down low. Urov. Centering pass then to Tyler Pitlick, who will fight for it. Try to throw a pass to center. Red Wings get it back. Raymond intercepted. Pitlick dumps it into the zone. Sandin Pellikka. It was Schmid? Okay. Just want to know who I'm expecting tomorrow for Golden Knights Leafs. I'm streaming Knights Leafs tomorrow. Here's Hughes. Back into the zone now. Sandin Pellikka to Sider. Sider clears it around the ASP. Now Kane trying to get it back on the right side. Bernard Docker will dump that one into the zone. Quinn Hughes picks it up then for Minnesota. Hughes behind the Minnesota net. Try to pass it over then. And it goes in there for an icing. Is the Carolina game worth watching? Yeah, I thought it was a really good game. Carolina kept coming back every time. It was a good game. Not as good as this game. This game's been fun. I mean, both have been great, so. Face off in the Minnesota zone, won by the Wild. It's Quinn Hughes now who banks it around behind the net. Middleton to center. Sturm over then for Trennan, who tried to race for that puck. Taken back then behind the net then by Detroit. Cleared all the way back into the Wild zone. 5:20 left to go in the second. Who's favored? I think Minnesota, because Detroit played last night. Juracek. Back to Hughes. Played forward then to Johansson, who will circle that puck around. Marcus Johansson into the zone. Tarasenko, a shot save by Talbot. What a stop. Down low now, Tarasenko. Cleared up to the point. Yeah, I love goalie games. They're a lot of fun. At the point, Wild keep it in. Down low now, Tarasenko. Tarasenko tried to throw a centering pass. Then Zuccarello, a shot goes wide of Talbot. Now down low, Tarasenko to the point. Shot. Saved by Talbot once again. Plenty of chances here for both sides. Shots are 25-22 with 4.5 minutes to go. Both goalies have looked awesome. It's 1-1. Thank you all for tuning in. Please like the stream. Subscribe as well. You need Detroit on this one? Okay. I don't really have a dog in this fight. But I wouldn't mind either team winning, honestly. I really like both these teams. So I don't have a problem with either. Who is my favorite team? Flyers. I'm a Flyers fan. My girlfriend is a Red Wings fan. So that's why I'm not pulling for the Red Wings. I'm pulling for Minnesota. Just because, why not? Oh, Mike Modano's in the building. Wow. Four and a half minutes to go here in the middle frame. It's been a fun middle frame regardless of that. Faceoff is going to come here in the Red Wing zone. Wild are out shooting Detroit 25-22. But it's been a phenomenal game for both sides. Yeah, the Flyers have been hot lately. They've been fun. Faceoff won by Minnesota. Zuccarello back to Hughes. Hughes moves in, a backhand is blocked. Puck will slide up and out of the zone. And now they'll regroup on their own. I think Minnesota wins. Hartman. Backhand pass through center. Now Kaprizov battling forward. It'll slide back out. Now Quinn Hughes will regroup over then for Faber. Faber off the board. Zuccarello then in for Hartman. A shot saved by Talbot. That is the 26th shot of the game for Minnesota. And Cam Talbot's had to face a lot here tonight. He's been awesome. You love it. It's one of these phenomenal performances by a goaltender. And honestly, like, I love high-scoring games, obviously. They're fun sometimes, but close games like this where, you know, the goalies are putting up a really good show and it's a one-goal game or like a 2-1 game or something like that. Those are like my favorite kind of games to commentate. Red Wings get the puck now down low. Raymond behind the Detroit net. Back over then for Sherratt. Sherratt to center. Cleared all the way into the Minnesota zone. Now it's Gustafson back down low for Middleton. Larkin fighting for it then with Johansson. Intercepted in the front. Raymond a shot. He scores! Lucas Raymond, his second of the game. And he beats Gustafson. It's 2-1. That puck just slides right through Philip Gustafson. It was off of a turnover in front. It's going to be unassisted. And Lucas Raymond puts Detroit ahead 2-1. I'm going to be so mad if he scores a hat trick. I'm going to crash out. I missed the first goal. 3.5 minutes to go here in this second period. Lucas Raymond with 2 goals tonight. It's 2-1. Shot from the point, saved. Now battling for it and a... Oh my God, what just happened? Knockdown hit of Stroza. DeBrincat now on the right side, back over then for Kopp. Kopp into the zone, fires it just wide of Gustafson there. Johansson. Deeks into the zone. Albert Johansson past the center. DeBrincat shoots it wide of Gustafson there. Yep, Raymond goal. So it's Lucas Raymond assisted by Marco Kasper. I'm going to crash out. I missed the first goal. No, I don't mean like I missed it, like I couldn't call it, but I was streaming the other game. It wouldn't be the same. Edvinsson battling forward here on the right side. Cleared back down low. Appleton. Down low then for Soderblom. At least he's trying to keep that one in the zone. Now Juracek. Right side to center. Soderblom goes down. Minnesota gets it back. Juracek off the boards. Dumps it into the Red Wings zone. Less than 2 minutes to go in the second period. Appleton, who looks tired, just dumps it into the Wild zone. Now Quinn Hughes regroups. Hughes played all the way back into the Detroit zone. Now it's Johansson here behind the net. Albert Johansson cleared back into the Minnesota zone. Quinn Hughes now breaks it through center. Back over to Brock Faber. Faber comes in now behind the net. Trying to throw a centering pass. Picked back up then by Kaprizov. Hardman comes in. Fires it. Saved by Cam Talbot. Once again, another stop. A minute 17 left to go. Face off here now in the Red Wings zone, approaching the final minute of play in the second period. DeBrincat battling for it now down low to the point then to Faber, who shoots it wide. Now in the corner, played back out to center. DeBrincat racing for it. We are now in the final minute of play. DeBrincat fires it, and it goes up and out of play. Great stick there by Brock Faber on that play. And last minute of play here in the second period. As I said, Red Wings lead 2-1. Raymond with 2 goals. Face off, one by Detroit. Sherratt shoots it. Saved by Gustafson, rebounds there in front. And it stays out. Patrick Kane now down low in the corner. Hughes battling for it now with Kopp. 45 seconds left. Kopp down low to Kane. Kane throws it around now behind the net to Sider. Sider Clears it down low. Kane battling for it now with Faber. Sherratt will clear that one down low. Now Cobb to the point. 30 seconds to go. Shot there from Sider is blocked. Kane battling for it. Stolen back then by the Wild. Here's Hughes. Through center. 20 seconds left. Faber. Back to Hughes. Hughes moves in. Shoots it wide. Puck comes back out to center. 13 seconds to go. Kaprizov to Tarasenko. Dump down low. Kaprizov racing forward. A shot on. Goes off the side of the net. 3 seconds, 2 and 1. And that will do it for the middle frame. 40 minutes of play in the books. Lucas Raymond, as we get some pushing and shoving in front. Raymond with his second goal of the night. Oh, definitely. There's been back-to-back hat-tricks plenty of times. What's up, John? How we doing? And Raymond gets his second goal of the night. It's a 2-1 Detroit lead through 40 minutes of play. And that being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We will be back for the start of the third period momentarily. All right, that being said, I'm going to go to the bathroom super quick. I will be right back. All right, I have returned. Sorry about that, guys. Use the bathroom really quick. Now we are going to pull up the Raymond clip, make that into a goal. And we'll get ready here for the start of the third period in just a little bit. Just got into hockey this year. Nice. Well, yeah, there's been hat tricks and back-to-back games plenty of times. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I've been a hockey fan for like 10 years. Over then for Sherratt. To center. Cleared all the way into the minutes. Now it's Gustafson back. Larkin. Cutting for it now with Johansson. Intercepted in the front. Raymond a shot. He scores! Lucas Raymond. His second of the game. And he... Well, at least I checked off they searched and saved hundreds. Was it worth it? Yeah. Promise to love you. To feed you the food you deserve. Blue Buffalo started with a promise to feed our dog Blue the highest quality ingredients. And it lives on in every bowl you fill. I promise to be your best friend. Gustafson. And Gustafson. It's 2-1. It's 2-1. Second of the game. Always top 10 season. It's 2-1. That puck just slides right through. With over 47,000 Gustafson, it was off of a turnover in front. All right. Just clipping the Raymond goal. Going to post that as a commentary clip. And then we'll get ready for the... we'll do the all-time scoring sheet. Then we'll get ready for the start of the third.
If it's all for clout, then why do I have all these jerseys, including... A blind spot that's never out of sight. How it should be. Only on your
Have Raymond, Larkin, and DeBrincat in fantasy been eating all season? Yeah, bro. With all those guys, you definitely are. Larkin fighting for it then with Johansson. Why is Mike Monaco at the Australian Open? Brother is in Australia. We just crossed over the 1,000 view mark. Thank you all so much for that once again. Done that plenty of times this season already. Thank you so much. All right, like the stream down below. Subscribe if you're new. Got to update the all-time score sheet here super quick. All right. That was Quinn Hughes' first point as a Wild in a live commentary stream. Just now getting to that, by the way. All right, sorry guys, just updating this super quickly. Lucas Raymond with the 456th multi-point game in Watch with Nordic History. right, gotta remember to change that at the end of the game. All right. We got about 9 minutes till the start of the third period. So, stay tuned for that, guys. Subscribe down below if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. And we'll get ready for period number 3 in a moment. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. Oh my God, what was the score of this game? Two goals on 3 shots. Oh my God, 3 goals on 6-2? Brother. Oh my God. 3 goals allowed on 37 seconds. That's crazy. Yeah, what a game of goals that game was, too. Jesus. That was nuts. I think a Stamkos trade might happen. Did Kane break the record? Not yet. No, that was my phone again. I'm sorry. Girlfriend's calling me. Sorry about that, guys. All right, almost ready for the start of the third. It says about like 3 minutes or so. He is 3 points back of Madonna. Oh my God, Oliver Moore looks absolutely geeked. Oh, Fedorov's record? I don't know what that is. All right, third period coming up soon. says 4 minutes. 4 minutes till the start of the third period. So we are almost there, guys. All right, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you are new to the channel, subscribe down below if you're new. We are ready in about 2.5 minutes for the third period. It feels so long waiting for the beginning of the third. Feels like I'm just waiting here for forever. And ever. And ever. Oh my God. All right, updating the stats here really quick. Shots are 28 to 25. Goaltender stats so far. Cam Talbot, 27 saves on 28 shots and .964. Gustafsson, 23 saves on 25 shots, .923. Alrighty, let's get ready for the start of the third period here between the Minnesota Wild and the Detroit Red Wings here tonight. This is looking like a great ending, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in here on the broadcast. I really appreciate it as we get ready for the start of period number 3. Second period recap. Goals were scored by Lucas Raymond and just Lucas Raymond, as Detroit has a 2-1 lead here heading into the third and final frame. As we get ready for the start here in a matter of minutes. Raymond with 2 goals tonight, looking for that hat trick. I would hate it if he got it, but it is what it is. It's just because I didn't get the first goal. Alrighty, here we go. Third period from Grand Casino Arena in Minnesota. Period number 3. And we are underway. Face-off is won back then by Detroit. Bernard Docker will backhand that one into the Minnesota zone. Quinn Hughes tries to poke check it ahead now on the right side. Kaprizov battling for now with Patrick Kane. Kane shoots it. Saved by Gustafsson. Puck will slide up to the point. Sider banked off the boards. Taken back then by Minnesota. Here's Kaprizov. 2-on Kaprizov to Hartman. Spinorama move. and try putting that one a pass back to Kaprizov. That would have been a nice play, but they could not convert. Quinn Hughes at the point. Slap shot. Saved by Talbot. Rebounds in front. It goes in! They score! Matt Zuccarello! The rebound was there in front, but I don't think Talbot knew where the puck was. Regardless of that, we are tied at 2. Ah, okay. All right. Yeah, that's what you meant. All right. It was Matt Zuccarello in front, I believe, on that play, assisted by Quinn Hughes and Brock Faber if they all get the A's. And regardless of that, we have a tie game here in Minnesota. Cleared back down low off the boards to center. Sherratt played back then for Larkin. Larkin to Raymond. Matt Zuccarello, his 7th goal of the season. And we are tied here from Minnie at 2 apiece. Dumped into the zone then. Johansson battling for it with Raymond. Red Wings regroup. Chance in front. And a huge opportunity there. Now down low. Tarasenko behind the net then for Johansson. Johansson trying to throw a pass in front. Talbot stole it back. It's cleared off the boards and back down low. Middleton fighting for it then with Larkin. Banked off the boards then by Axel Sandin Pellikka, who will drop it back to Ben Sherratt. Trying to break that one here through center. Red Wings trying to get it back. Into the zone now is Soderblom. Soderblom will regroup. Through the zone now, it's Trennan over then for Hunt. Hunt fires it. Denied by Talbot. Another assist for Quinn Hughes. He now has 23 points over his last 20 games with the Minnesota Wild. He's been incredible. Down low now behind the net. Johansson clears it around down low. Finney tried to get that one away. Kept in then by Minnesota. Hinostroza. Pass back. It goes off of Talbot's pad. Now Hunt a shot. Saved by Talbot. Rebounds there. Banked back to the right side then by Comfer. Comfer down low now off the boards. Red Wings trying to get it back. They will do so successfully as the puck slides all the way back into the Red Wings zone. Sider shoots it wide then of Gustafson. Cleared all the way back into the Minnesota zone. Talbot banks it off the boards. Wild looking to dump that one down low. They couldn't get it across the finish line. Now Hughes brings it into the zone. Back to Kaprizov. Hughes at the point. Back then to Zuccarello. Kaprizov to Hartman. Stolen back then by Kane. Minnesota gets it back. Zuccarello then to the point. Hartman now back in the neutral zone. Ryan Hartman then for Quinn Hughes. We'll see, bro. Still 17 minutes to go in the third. Hughes to Faber. Back to Hughes now at the point. Hughes takes it around now down low. Battling for it alongside DeBrincat. Quinn Hughes still has that puck. Pass in front. And Zuccarello can't get the shot on. Faber to Hughes. Back to Faber. A shot blocked as the puck slides all the way back into the Minnesota zone. 16 and a half minutes to go here in the third period. We are tied at 2 apiece. Sherratt breaking it into the zone. Looks, pass in front, deflects just wide of the net. Now down low is Kaprizov. Off the boards then Tarasenko. Eriksson gets it back then on the right side. Tarasenko into the zone, puts it through his legs, gets knocked down to the ground by ASP. Pass in front. That would have been a nice play if they could have converted on that, but it was not meant to be. In the Minnesota zone now, down low, Spurgeon to Jacob Middleton, who will bank that one through center. Shots are 33 to 26. Puck is cleared back into the Minnesota zone. Middleton banks it back through center, or at least he tries to. Wings get it back down low. Johansson banked off the boards then to center. Appleton dumps it down low then. Battling forward is Hunt. Red Wings get it back. At the point, Soderblom moves to center. A shot goes off the boards and back down low behind the net. Wings get it back. Appleton to the point to Johansson. Shoots it. Blocked. Appleton gets it back. Rasmussen over. A shot. Blocked again. At the point now, Red Wings trying to play that puck. It's Soderblom to Appleton, then down low. To the point. Shot. Blocked. Johansson waits, passes the puck to nobody. He thought Hamonic was there. Minnesota intercepts it. Trennan racing for it now the other way. Gets knocked down to the ground as a result. And Detroit does get that puck back. 14 and a half minutes to go in the third. We are tied at 2. Finney dumps it down low behind the net now. Finney picks the puck up. Shoots it on net. Puck goes in. James Van Riemsdyk. And wow. Puts Detroit in front with his 14th goal of the year from Finney and Travis Hamonic. And the Red Wings lead 3-2. 2 goals in front that are kind of like deflections. But hey, you'll take them, right? Wow. What a sequence. James Van Riemsdyk, the little backhand there in front. I don't even know if he was intending that, but puck goes into the net. Detroit leads 3-2. Red Wings get it back here now on the right side. They will dump it into the Minnesota zone. Shots are 33 now to 28. Detroit has a 3-2 lead. They have played awesome, as both teams have. Thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you are new to the channel, subscribe down below. It would mean a lot to me as we're trying to get to 5K subscribers by the end of June. We are over a quarter of the way there. Kaprizov breaks it through center. Hartman clears it down low. Kaprizov gets it back. Zuccarello now jabbing at that puck. Shot there, saved by Talbot. Rebounds in front. They score! Oh my gosh! Are you serious? The Wild come right back. Holy crap. Matt Zuccarello, his second goal of the game, his third point of the night. And the Wild come back and have tied the game. Are you serious? It was a scramble for it in front. But Matt Zuccarello ties the game. Clear down low now into the Minnesota zone. Middleton battling for it. Wild bring it through center. Eriksson Ek. Back over then for Johansson on the right side. Trying to break that puck free. Red Wings attempt to clear. Turnover in front. Tarasenko, a shot denied by Talbot. As I think Raymond was tripped. And I think we might be getting a power play here. Yes, they will. Two goals in 35 seconds. What an unbelievable sequence of events this game has been. And we are tied at 3. Oh, sorry, I forgot to update this. I apologize. And we're going to get a Red Wings power play coming up here as well. So we shall see. We'll see if Raymond can get the Hattie. I mean, again, like neither goalie's played bad. They've both had the chances. Power play coming up though for Detroit. Tied 3-3 here in the third period. All right. 3-3 here in the third period. Detroit heads to the power play. Face-off won by the Wings. Down low pass to Raymond, who nearly completed the hat trick on the right side. Could not get that one through. Minnesota will attempt to clear. It's kept in. Wild get it back. Foligno trying to rush it the other way. Raymond intercepts that puck. Here it's center ice. Banks it down low then for Larkin. Larkin throws it up to the point. Sider keeps it in. Wow, another chance there is blocked. Sider to Raymond. Raymond to Sider. Puck banks off the boards then. DeBrincat cleared down low then. Raymond on the right side. Red Wings are 1-for-1 here on the power play tonight. Puck is cleared all the way back into the Detroit zone. Now Sider drops it back to Raymond. Raymond to Larkin. Banked into the Minnesota zone. Raymond battling for it then with Yurov. Puck goes up and out of play. As we are now halfway through the power play. 12:28 left to go in the third. We are tied at 3 apiece. It's been one hell of a game here tonight. Kirill Kaprizov, multi-point game as well. Quinn Hughes, multi-point game. Nuts. Face-off coming now in the Minnesota zone. Comfer versus Yurov. Face-off won by the Red Wings. Sandin Pellikka to Kane. Banked off the boards, Comfer. Kept in the zone. No, it's not. ASP will have to carry that one out. Here's Marco Kasper. Back to Sandin Pellikka. Sandin Pellikka drops it back then for Comfer. Comfer through the zone. Puck deflects out of the zone. Sandin Pellikka drops it back then to Comfer. Back over there then for Patrick Kane. At the point, ASP to Kopp. Kopp down low to Kane on the right side. Battling for that puck then, trying to get it free. 15 seconds to go. Sandin Pellikka to Patrick Kane. Kane drops it down low. Kopp to Kane. Kane fires it, blocked. What a block in front. And it's cleared down the other way. That will do it for the Red Wings power play. Just what a block by Damon Hunt. Here come the Wings into the zone. Shot by Soderblom. Saved by Gustafsson. At the point, another chance there is blocked. Now Appleton with a drive. Now Soderblom a shot. And that one goes wide. Wild get it back to center. Zuccarello with 2 tonight. Johansson drops it back. Yurov to the point. Faber. And it's shot back down low. Johansson battling forward here in the corner. Eriksson trying to get it back. On the right side now, Johansson. Johansson shoots it just wide. Faber's there. Saved by Talbot. He's out of his net. Red Wings get it back. And they'll break it down the other way. Appleton into the zone. Passes just ahead of Soderblom. Over in front. Appleton. Shot just wide. Oh my goodness. Approaching the halfway mark of the third period. Johansson comes in. Shoots it. Saved by Gustafsson. Jabbing at that puck. And he keeps it out. And now we get some pushing and shoving here on both sides as things are getting feisty here in this third period. Both goalies have looked phenomenal here so far. A lot of goals scored, however, on both sides. And we are tied at 3 here in this Thursday night action. Don't forget, we're back tomorrow for Golden Knights and Maple Leafs, followed by Rangers and Sharks. So the commentary continues furthermore tomorrow. Could not be more excited. Face off in the Minnesota zone. Now over them for Kaprizov. Do I like the AHL and stuff? Yeah, I'm a Phantoms fan. So not really a Hershey fan. Down low now is Lucas Raymond. Breaking this one through center. Raymond, 3-on-2. Pass back, Johansson to center. A shot, glove by Gustafsson. Played back down low. Kaprizov gets it back then for Quinn Hughes. Hughes, back to Kaprizov. Could not complete the play. Banked out to center then for Raymond. Hughes steals it back. Quinn Hughes now down low. Shots are 35-30. Hughes. Down low in the corner, jabbing at that puck. Hughes back up at the point. Over then for Faber, a shot tipped away by Talbot, who has played phenomenal here tonight. Quinn Hughes on the right hash mark to Kaprizov now at the point. Fires it on net, it's blocked. And a penalty coming up here against Detroit. The Minnesota Wild will head to the power play here. We are tied. Looking forward to the nightcap game tomorrow. Yep, it'll be a fun one. Travis Hamonic will head to the box. And the Wild will go to the power play. Hamonic, his second penalty of the game. The Wild with a massive, massive opportunity here to give themselves the go-ahead goal. 3-3 here in the third period with 9:08 to go. Thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. It's been one fun game, that's for sure. After the game, LeBlanc, after the game, if everybody's on. After the game, if they're all on, I'll get on. Should I bet the Red Wings? Hey, bro, we'll see. Haven't watched a minute of hockey in my life, but I'm feeling it. Go for the Red Wings. Go for it, man. Shorthanded goal, you think? We'll see. All right, still in a commercial break here for a brief moment. Wild will head to the power play with 9 minutes to go in the third. It's Travis Hamonic in the box for the second time tonight. Tripping call on Danila Yurov. And the Wild's power play, which connected earlier in the game, we'll see if it can connect here in this one. Face-off. Won by Minnesota. Zuccarello. Pass back. Kaprizov gloved by Cam Talbot. Kirill Kaprizov giving Cam Talbot a run for his money. He's had to stop a lot. Never wished I was a water jug before today. Oh my God. Face off again now in the Red Wings zone. Kaprizov is his fourth straight multi-point game. He has a goal and 8 assists. Face off. One back then by Detroit. Bernard Docker being held up against the corner. Kaprizov jabbing at that puck as well. Trying to break it free. Zuccarello plays it up to the point. Hughes. Down low, Tarasenko. Tarasenko to Hughes. A shot! Blocked. Trying to keep that one in the zone. Hughes intercepted then. Kaprizov on the right side. Sherratt will backhand that one all the way down the other way. Wild get it back. Hughes to Kaprizov. Kaprizov to Zuccarello. Back to Kaprizov now down low. Johansson battling forward with him as well. Kaprizov to the point. Zuccarello a shot. And it goes wide. And back all the way down to the Minnesota zone. Halfway through. Quinn Hughes regroups around. Kaprizov. Wow, Wings are doing a good job at holding the line of the blue line, not really letting Minnesota get in. Smart. Kaprizov dumps that one down low here into the Detroit zone. Picked up then down low by Gustafsson. Behind the net then, Brock Faber breaks it through center. Less than 30 seconds to go. Johansson comes in. Pass back then to Eriksson Ek. Drop then to Yurov. Eriksson Ek. Pass goes through the crease then. Spurgeon gets it back down low. Feeds it up to the point. Faber. Right side, Spurgeon. Johansson. Spurgeon a shot. Blocked. And that will do it for the power play. Great kill by Detroit. Great kill. 7 minutes to go. Faber shoots it back down low then. Johansson. Down low here in the corner. Shot by Eriksson Ek. Tips just wide of Cam Talbot. Down low here now. Sherratt battling forward alongside Yurov. Trying to get that one back to center. Shot is gloved by Talbot. .647 left to go. The Wild, 37 shots. Cam Talbot has saved 35 of them. Or 34 of them. I can't do math. Phenomenal game by Talbot. It's been absolutely incredible. To allow 3 goals and still have like a .920 is nuts. Quinn Hughes here at the point. We'll bank that one now down low in the corner. Yeah, he has a .919. It's insane. Banked around now behind the net. Kopp battling forward with DeBrincat. DeBrincat to Kopp. Kopp clears out to center. 6.5 minutes to go in the third. Here's Quinn Hughes. Down the right side then. Dumped into the zone then by Foligno. Johansson fighting forward with Sturm. Wild get it back. A shot goes just wide of Talbot once again. Now Hughes clears it down low. Sider will bank it to center. Kane played ahead then. 2-on-1 for Detroit. Kopp over then for DeBrincat. They at least tried to convert. And it did not go the way they wanted it to. Brock Faber dumps it here into the Detroit zone. Around then is Casper, who will bank it out to center, or again, at least try to. Down low here now, Talbot. Over then for Sherratt. Bank back into the Minnesota zone for yet another icing with 5.5 minutes to go in the third period. We are approaching crunch time here in the tail end of this game. Crunch time, for those who don't know, is the last 5 minutes of the third period. Down low here now in the Red Wings zone. It'll be banked off the boards and back to the right side. Raymond. Down low now to Sandine Pellica. ASP off the boards to center. Zuccarello. Over then for Ben Sherratt. Sherratt here down low. Up then for Raymond. Raymond trying to deke it into the zone. Gets it back. Raymond 2-1 with Casper. Raymond over. Pass is blocked by Middleton. What a play. Here's Zuccarello now down low here into the zone. Battling for it with Sider. Larkin to Casper at the point. Zuccarello clears it around now behind the net. Time winding down in the third period. Larkin fighting now with Kaprizov. Banked off the boards. Spurgeon. Larkin will get it then and clear all the way down the other way. Actually goes out of play. Never mind. And we will head to commercial break here in Minnesota. 2 goals from Raymond, 2 goals from Zuccarello, James Van Riemsdyk, and Kirill Kaprizov tonight. It is 3-3 heading into the final moments here of the third period. Thank you all so much for tuning in again. Thank you for your continued support tonight. It means a lot. Six of our last 8 Watch with Nordic commentaries have gone to overtime. It's been absolutely nuts the amount of overtime games we've had recently. But it's been absolutely crazy. We've gotten plenty of them. I've enjoyed it a lot. We will see if this becomes the 7th out of the last 9. Which would be nuts, by the way. That's crazy. 7 overtime games of our last 9. 8 of the last 9 have been 1-goal games, too. Go Red Wings. Love to hear that. Oh, man. All right, 4.5 minutes to go here in the third period. We are tied at 3 apiece. These two teams will face off one more time on April 5th when it's in Detroit. So a little bit more time between these two teams facing off. But this has been a phenomenal game tonight. I've really enjoyed it. Cleared to center now. Larkin battling for it with Hughes. Hughes will get it back now down low and regroup. Quinn Hughes moves it through center. Banked off the boards. Back into the Red Wing zone. Now Talbot will launch that one around to the right side. Now Kaprizov shoots it off the post. Oh, my Lord. Here's Zuccarello now to the point to Faber. Faber clears it around now behind the net. Kaprizov trying to get it back. Pass to center is intercepted then by Detroit. And all the way down the other way. Minnesota now gets it back. Quinn Hughes with the puck. Time winding down. Hughes off the boards to Tarasenko. Tarasenko broken up then. Red Wings get it back. Here they come the other way. On a breakaway to Brinket. He's in. Shoots it wide. They don't know where the puck is. It went back down low into the corner. Picked back up then by Kane. Kane trying to throw it to center. Wild steal it back. Johansson to Eriksson Ek. Back to Tarasenko. Tarasenko down low. Puck slides through the crease. But nobody was there. Here's DeBrincat now through center. Cross ice pass to Kane. Kane will send that one down low. Eriksson Ek off the board. Spurgeon to Johansson. Back up then for Jakob Trenin. Trenin Takes it around now behind the net. Trennan says it down low. Behind the net again. Less than 3 minutes to go here in the third period. At the point, Eriksson Ekka's shot. And it goes wide. Trennan a chance. And it goes off of Talbot. DeBrincat will backhand that one all the way back down the other way. Cleared off the boards then by Middleton. Racing forward with speed is Trennan. Trennan dumps it down low now. Johansson battling for it. Albert Johansson trying to play that one through center. Urhoff dumps it down low. Here's Mo Seider. Back up then for Finney. Finney warps it around. Feeds it up to the point. It's blocked by a stick. It'll come out of the zone. Red Wings get it back. Finney. Broken to center now. Van Riemsdyk will dump that one down lower. At least he'll try to. 2 minutes to go in regulation. Bernard Docker dumps it into the Minnesota zone. Casper battling for it here in the corner. Larkin trying to get it free. Larkin by that a wraparound. Could not complete it. Raymond fires it. Blocked. Hartman battling for it now with Casper. Larkin gets it back. Larkin circles back around. Dylan Larkin at the point. Raymond gets knocked down by Hartman. Larkin down low back to Raymond. Approaching the final minute of play in regulation. JBD a shot is gloved by Anderson. Or Gustafsson, not Anderson. That was last game. And we get some pushing and shoving here in front. This has been an incredible game. Shots are 38-32. We are tied at 3. 2 goals from Zuccarello. 2 goals from Raymond. It really does not get any better than this. A close hockey game. There's plenty of goals. Jesus, this has been so much fun. Love it. Love doing this. Face-off coming here again now in the Minnesota zone. 80 seconds left in period number 3. Face-off. Won by the Red Wings. Patrick Kane fires it off the pad of Gustafsson. Tarasenko off the board. Try playing it back for Johansson. Seider for Kane. Cleared down low into the corner. Now Kopp battling for it. Brock Faber now behind the net. Picked back up the DeBrincat. Pass to center is blocked. And we are in the final minute of play. Puck comes out to center. Seider to Johansson. Back over to Seider. Seider breaks it through the zone. Cleared off the boards to center. Albert Johansson. Back over then for Seider now as he regroups with the puck. Mo Seider now in his own end. 30 seconds to go. Shots are 38-33. Here's Raymond now through center. Raymond with 2. Down low to Casper. Spurgeon battling for that puck. 20 seconds left. Tying it up now behind the net. Puck is still tied up then with Spurgeon and Casper. 10 seconds left. Larkin fires it. It goes off the net then down low. 5 seconds left. Casper to JBD. Shoots it. It goes wide. And we are going to overtime. For the 7th time in the last 9 commentaries, we are headed to extra time here in Minnesota. Good Lord, what a game this has been. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been so much fun. All right, recap. Lucas Raymond, Kirill Kaprizov, Raymond again, Zuccarello, Van Riemsdyk, and Zuccarello. And we are tied at 3 heading into overtime. No problem, I wouldn't know. I love doing this. These are my favorite kind of games. A look at Watch with Nordic history between these two teams in overtime. The Wild have never had an overtime goal. The Red Wings had one. It came last Monday with Andrew Kopp on Fedorov retirement night. And we will see if Kopp or another Red Wing will be the hero tonight. The 7th commentary in my the 7th in my last 9 commentaries. To go to overtime. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. Alrighty, here we go. Overtime. Live from Grand Casino Arena here in Minnesota. As the ice crew gets the ice all cleaned up and ready to go here. It's just 24 hours ago. The Red Wings went to overtime with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Dylan Larkin scored that overtime winner, tying Sergei Fedorov's record for the most overtime wins in Red Wings history. Thank you all for tuning in. If you're just joining us now, it's overtime here from Minnesota. Damn right, this should be fun. Holy crap. Wild 19th game decided after regulation. Wow. All right. Here we go. It'll be Quinn Hughes versus Eriksson Ek and Kaprizov. And Larkin, Seider, and Raymond. Overtime is underway. Face-off won by the Red Wings. Here's Raymond. Drops it back to Seider. Seider to Larkin, who scored an overtime winner 24 hours ago. Here's Larkin coming right in. Takes it in front. Saved by Gustafsson. Kaprizov trying to take that one back. Is forced to come back down low. A lot of this Minnesota arena is standing on their feet. Kaprizov gets nailed in the corner and he wants a penalty. He does not get one. Quinn Hughes with the puck in the Minnesota zone. Hughes breaks it into the zone as his team gets a line change. Drops it back to Kaprizov. Kaprizov comes in. He scores! Kirill Kaprizov, overtime winner. And the Wild stave off the Red Wings here in Mini. Kirill the Thrill, overtime winner. That did not take long. What a phenomenal game for both sides. And Kirill Kaprizov with the 25th overtime winner in Watch with Nordic history. What a game. What a game. I mean, again, like, yeah, Detroit lost and all that, but you got to tip your hat. That was a phenomenal game that we just commentated. Wow. Oh, boy. Kirill Kaprizov, overtime winner, assist on that goal. Quinn Hughes, his 3rd assist of the game. Good Lord. Kirill Kaprizov, the 13th career overtime goal, the most in Wild history. Wow. Unbelievable. All right. Thank you all so much for tuning in. That will do it for me. We will be live tomorrow. 7 p.m. Eastern Time start for Golden Knights versus Maple Leafs. That'll be the first game on our slate. Second game on our slate will be Rangers and Sharks. So stay tuned for that. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. And I will see you